What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 4 different Grayscale trusts today. We're going to be going over ETH-E for Honcho and Alexander John, GXLM for Honcho as well, BCHG for Diesel Killer, and LTCN for Dialogue Kayaker. Let's get into this without any further ado. We're going to get started. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't already too. And if you don't think I'm worthy of either of those things, well, let's just see how the video goes, and maybe I'm not, maybe I am, I don't know. But I very much do appreciate everybody coming. Thank you for coming. And yeah, let's get started. Finding resistance at the 61869 area, classic, very classic maneuver. You probably do go lower. I would think you do go lower. I'm not impressed by this week so far. Weekly RSI does look like it wants to, kind of looks good. Kind of looks good. The weekly RSI does look good, I gotta say. Ay. That's nice. That is nice. Not gonna lie, it's actually a very nice look. The real test here would be, can you get back into the overbought zone? Because if not, I mean, really anywhere from like here to where you are now, if you were to pivot or get in here and pivot, that would promote probably a break out of this trend. Like likely it would, because a rejection off of this area, you know, very strong zone, right? Very strong zone to reject off of. So and breaking this trend, that would be a very strong move in itself. The fact that you found resistance at the 61869, you could go all the way down to 1251, potentially 855. Those are my targets for this thing personally as of right now. That could change. Let's see how this week does, you know, or even next week. Maybe this week closes and it's like this, and then next week we go even higher. Let's see what happens. If you can get overbought, my tone might change. I am anticipating downside, but that is a very fierce looking weekly RSI. On the daily, not so fierce. Kind of the exact opposite, actually. It's looking a little bit lackluster. Definitely putting up a fight here. Somewhat of a... It almost looks like a diamond, almost, but not, but kind of. I don't know. You could have. I don't know. The one thing that makes me think of it as a diamond is this little move right here. That's very common, but you would have seen this come all the way up if it was a like that. Yeah, I don't know. Right? It's like a symmetrical triangle, but on both sides. And it doesn't look like that on this side. So, but diamonds can be weird. They don't have to be perfect, you know. I don't know what to think of this thing, man. I really don't. I want to say it's going to go down, personally, but I could be wrong. Look for that weekly to close in the overbought zone, and then we could talk about this thing going up to the next level, which would be the 786, 886 area, anywhere from 2880 to 3635. But until then, I'm kind of anticipating lower prices from low. Nope, that's, I don't know why that happened. Low to high. 382 is at 1251. This 382 is at 1124. So probably somewhere in that range is what I would look for, if not lower. And that would make sense to me, man. You know, you could be coming to an end of this phenomenal run that you've had, but you know, not all things last forever. So. That's ETH-E. I'm sorry I couldn't give a more like decisive kind of assumption on it. If I really had to be decisive, I would say I do anticipate lower prices. I don't anticipate it'll go above this high, but I can be wrong. Been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. It's part of the game, man. GXLM definitely looking like you want to go down. Yeah, yes it does. Not a friendly looking chart in my opinion. Daily looks sad. Weekly looks sad. It all looks sad. Probably going lower. Where's your minimum target going to be? Ah, that's not easy. It's not an easy one to draw. 1869. Do you go lower than these lows? Maybe. You know, could you hold price around $21 to $22? Maybe. If not, you're going down to about 1860, but not too much lower, but probably lower nonetheless. I do want to do one more fib. I know I've got so many fibs drawn up, you guys. Yeah, I like that like $18 to $19 area. Kind of looks nice to me. Yep. All right, so that's GXLM, probably going lower. BCHG. Oh. Not a fan of the daily RSI. I think before you see this thing getting strong again and coming back into the overbought zone, you're probably going to see a move into the oversold zone. That was a really big circle. I didn't mean to draw it that big. I meant to draw something like this and then like that, right? Probably something in the oversold zone before you see moves back up again. I very much do believe that the price targets that we've had illustrated for this thing are still at play, probably below $2. $1.78 sounds about right to me, probably down there. I very much do expect that we'll go below $2, but at least probably around like 240 would be my expectation. Just based off this fib, though, I think below $2 is more or less in the bag, but you never know. It doesn't have to happen that way. Low to high here, you hit your 382. Low to high here, you hit your 382. Low to high here, I'm just doing the same old, man. Calling for you to hit your 382. That's it. Where your weekly 123 moving average is, makes sense to me. Where you had previous areas of support, it makes sense to me. You know, lines up pretty well with that like 170, 180 area. So that's where I think you're going ultimately. But I can be wrong about that. And could you go up from here? Sure. In the immediate time, sure. Maybe move up to 268. 368. You're at 334 right now. But too much past that, I doubt you take that high out. I would expect you to go lower. I don't see this. If anybody's like, is this a double bottom? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I can be wrong, but I don't think so. LTCN. Let's see. Low to, or high to low, 618, hit the 382. Man, that's a good look. That is a good look, LTCN. What's LTC doing? LTC's looking frisky too. Not impressive, but a little bit frisky. You're not too far away from looking like you want to break upwards actually. But you'll probably follow Bitcoin's footsteps. So let's see if Bitcoin will turn around. You know, maybe not. If Bitcoin keeps moving up, man, it could change things for sure. I want to see this real quick. That's a good look, LTCN. Gotta say it is. No, guys, I'm not foregoing my lower price targets. I still am holding true to that, but it's a pretty nice look off the fibs. I'm not gonna lie. Daily RSI isn't too exciting. Weekly RSI doesn't really give us much. Let's just see how this week closes. Let's see how tomorrow closes. If you get above that high there, man, you might be making a run for $15.74, maybe even up to $17, maybe even higher. But I'm not convinced yet. Still got a lot more to go before I'm convinced of that. Bottom to top here, you didn't even hit your 382. I would kind of expect that you would at least do that, but you got pretty close, which to be fair is kind of a bullish look. You are finding support on previous areas of resistance at that sense. And the fib does look good. You closed above your 236, and you're actually finding support on it now with this week. Let's see how this week closes. Even if you close here, I wouldn't give up hope that you're going lower, but if you keep moving up, man, it could the narrative could change for this for sure. I very much am expecting prices below $8 on this, probably around $6.15, potentially all the way down to like even below $5 is possible. But I'm more looking at that like $6 to $8 area personally, maybe even just a little bit below $6. Still, I'm not gonna lie though, guys. That is a really good looking fib. Generally speaking, when you get the 618 rejected and you hold your 382 like that, you move up the second pass, you would generally look for a move up to here. And if you do that, inevitably a move up to here, right? And I wouldn't think that it's just going to be a straight shot up there. If we broke the 618 area, we'd probably go up to here, come back down and find support, you know, and at that rate I'd be like, it's time to get back in, man. And that, you know, that would suck for anybody looking to buy lower, but that's all hypotheticals. I'm not convinced just yet that it's done going lower. This was a pretty unstopped move up, pretty massive sell-off here, but could that be the end of it? It's possible. It is possible. So don't be caught off guard by that, you know, but absolutely I do believe price is going lower still. I think the price will go below $7, below $8 at least, and likely even a little bit below $6, with the possibility of even going below $5, but we'll just stay up to date on this, man. I'm really curious to see how this week will close. We're only up like 7%. Could it go lower? It absolutely could go lower. Okay. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, that's it, man. That's all I got. So if you guys like the video, hit that like button, subscribe to see more. Definitely some different things than I've been expecting over the past couple weeks are happening this week right now. But don't be swayed. Don't be too easily swayed. Right? It's still a lower high. We haven't done anything impressive yet. It's enough to maybe make some people sit on the edge of their seats, but that's how the markets are always, man. So you just got to learn to kind of take it for what it is, and if it gives you different results than you were expecting, then you change your opinion, you know. But until then, just try to remain level-headed and stick to the game plan. Not financial advice, but I hope everybody has a game plan. You know, with these things, I'm not investing in them personally, but I do have a game plan with them as far as where I expect them to go, and I'm holding to that. I very much do think the price will go lower than this low inevitably. Basing it off of this extension for LTCN, yeah, 715, 601, same kind of areas, right? It all makes sense in my opinion. So that's it. If you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for coming. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.